First, we'll take out the door panel and we will start from the inner door handle side. Using a plastic trim remover tool like this, we'll take out that plastic cover right there. We'll have to punch in the tool on left and right until the plastic cover comes out. Here's that plastic cover taken out. Behind that plastic cover is a screw that needs to be taken out using a Phillips screwdriver. At the bottom of the door handle is the switch panel that also needs to be pulled out. We will punch in the same trim remover tool on the edges and pull out the switch panel. Now pay attention to one thing here. Switch panel is only taken out up until this point. There's a screw underneath right here, so you will not be able to take this completely out. We will leave it to this point and then take out the plugs underneath. Underneath the switch panel there are two plugs. One is right there. We will press and hold the tab in the middle of the plug and then pull the plug outwards. First plug is out. We'll do the same for the second plug as well. Press and hold the tab in the middle right there and then pull the plug outwards. Both plugs are out and we will leave it to that. Besides the switch panel towards the armrest side, there is that cover that needs to be pulled out, and underneath that cover is another screw that also needs to be taken out using Phillips screwdriver. Now we'll come to the bottom left corner of the door panel. We'll use a tool like this. Punch in the tool on the edge of the door panel to make some room. Once a little bit of room is created, then we will punch in our fingers and then pull the door panel outwards. There you would notice the door panel coming out. Same will be done from the other bottom side. We'll grab it from underneath and then pull it out. We'll also need to take out that plastic cover behind the side mirror. We'll punch in that same trim remover tool and then pull that plastic cover out. Here's that cover taken out. To take it out, make sure you are putting this tool right there, which is behind the clip, and then pulling it down. Also, once this clip is pulled out, make sure you lift this plastic cover upwards to take it out completely, because it has two tabs underneath holding onto it. Now we will grab the door panel and then slightly lift it upwards. You may have to wiggle a little bit until it's completely taken down. Even when you are trying to wiggle, make sure you're holding onto it upwards and then slightly towards outside. Then you would notice the door panel will come out just like that. Notice behind the door panel, there is one harness that is holding on to the inner door handle. First, we pull out the blue color portion of the harness. Then the final part needs to be lifted upwards to take it out completely. With that, we are done taking out the door panel completely. Once the door panel is taken out, notice right there on the edge of the door is a plug. We will remove the plug first, and notice right inside the plug is a Torx 30 bit screw. To unscrew that, we will need a Torx 30 bit along with a small extension and small socket wrench. We'll unscrew it first with the socket wrench, and once we notice it is loose enough, then we take out the socket wrench and just unscrew it with the extension along with Torx 30 bit. Now keep in mind, this is one of the screws that does not come out completely. It stays there, but we just have to unscrew it all the way till the very end. Once we notice the tool is not coming out anymore, that is a sign itself that the screw has been taken out completely. We take out the tool and go towards the door handle. We keep the door handle open and grab the lock portion of it. You may have to wiggle the lock portion to a point until it's completely taken out, just like that. Now notice the bigger portion has a button right there, and for that we have to come towards the door panel side. Notice right there is a big black cover that has screws on the edges of it. We need to remove this big black cover completely by taking out all the screws using Phillips screwdriver. Once all the screws are taken out, then we pull down this black cover. We'll keep the cover to that point, and then notice inside there is a plug right there. We'll punch in our fingers and notice on the bottom left side there is a tab right there that we need to press and hold, and then pull the plug outwards from the right side. Once again, the tab is actually right here for that we need to press and hold, and then pull the plug outwards from the right side. Now notice this plug is coming from the top side, so it was like this, and we have to bring it all the way from here, just like this. So while you're installing it back, just make sure it has to come through from the top, and then punching in the plug right there. Since we are done with this part, we'll go ahead at the front and then pull this part out. Now we'll grab the door handle, pull it out, and then slide it towards right side. It should slide at least 2 to 3 inches towards right side. Only then you can take out the door handle along with the harness. With that, we are done taking out the door handle. In case if you want to put this door handle back, just reverse the steps we did and you should be fine. If this video helps you in any way, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Here are the list of tools used for this takeout.